Yo, what up? It's your boy Mr. Clutch with the Gamers Lab as always, and today I'm doing a new video for you guys to go over the new MuT features for MuT16. I did a video 2 days ago and it was about the new legends that came out just a few days ago, and it went over basically all of the new legends and their player ratings, and it'll give you an idea of how you're going to use them this year. So at the end of the video I promised you guys that the next video I did would be the one on the new MuT features for Madden 16. Now, as you can see on the screen, EA Sports has released this article. It's called Welcome to Madden NFL 16 Ultimate Team. And basically what it is just a breakdown of the new features that I'm going to go over basically and just capstone for you real quick to show you exactly what to expect this year. And I have to say, I am extremely excited about some of the upgrades that they put into the game this year. As you can read if you want to on your own leisure, you can see basically what they said in their opening sequence was that, long story short, man, EA Sports hears you guys talk, man. You know, they get a bad name a lot. They get a lot of bad press. EA sucks. EA so dumb. Oh, this game's so broken. Blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people just complain, man. But when you send them actual real feedback, and, you know, they have game changers that go out and they talk to people and hear what you guys are saying, man, they usually will do a pretty good job of trying to upgrade some of the features, especially some of the simple ones, to make it a better Madden experience for you. Like I said, I'm going to specifically go over MuT in this video, and then we'll cover those other ones down the road. So stay tuned, as always. Anyway, so like they said let's start with what may seem like on the surface small stuff. Man, if you play Madden or you play MuT hardcore, like a lot of the viewers that are probably watching this video do, this stuff is not small at all, man. A lot of the things that they changed are things that were so painstaking before in last year's game. It was a challenge to try to go through some of that stuff. And you know, you just had to have a ton of patience. So what they did was they took that stuff that was really time consuming, that made you waste your time managing your binder and going through stuff like that, and they put it back into you actually being able to use the cards and play the game with them, instead of just trying to spend a whole bunch of time going over and quick selling cards and doing solo challenges and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over a couple things. I'm going to talk about the solo challenge upgrades, the expanded gauntlet, quick selling, expanded objectives and rewards, and then last but not least, the ultimate moment scenario games. So first, let's talk about the solo challenges. They have a lot of the solo challenges where you'll start off and you'll play like the first half of every team's season and stuff like that, and it'll be like 200 and some games. Basically, every time you went back into the solo challenge menu, you had to start all the way at the beginning and scroll all the way through your games. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot to somebody that doesn't play a lot, but if you're playing 150, 160 games and you're at 158 and you got to scroll all the way through, or even worse, if you're in the middle, if you're at game number 80, you got to scroll 70 times. That's like at least 2 minutes. You figure that if it takes 10 minutes to do a solo challenge and you're adding another 2 minutes just at the end of that just to get to the solo challenges, you know, if you're trying to ramp them out and get them all done quick, it's going to take forever. So basically what they added this year is they added the ability for you to hit continue when you click on the solo challenge menu. So instead of having to scroll through all of the solo challenges, you'll just get to go to the next one that's available in the current set of solo challenges that you're doing. So for example, here we see NFL Journey. If you're on solo challenge 61 and you complete that one, when you go back to the menu, hit continue, it'll take you straight to number 62. So that is going to be huge difference this year. A great upgrade. Something that was probably really simple, but people complained about it, so they made a difference. So another thing that they changed as far as MuT solo challenges is an expanded gauntlet. So if you don't know what the gauntlet is, last year basically the gauntlet was 33 games that allowed you to play every team in the game in sequence based on basically their record and how successful they were in the playoff. So how it was you went along, you earned more coins as you played. The first game you made 250 coins. You played like the Jaguars or one of the bum teams. Sorry if you're a Jags fan, they weren't that good, okay? I'm sorry. So, but as you went through, you ended up playing your last game against the Super Bowl champion Patriots. Shout out to the Patriots. Okay, and you ended up getting 10K. So, and then after you beat all of the teams, you played the Ultimate Team, which would give you 50K, and that was just basically the best of the best, like an all-star team. So last year it was better because it was a faster way to earn coins than just doing the standard solo challenges, and at the end of the day you made almost 200K in coins. So It was a good mode, and the problem was that it wasn't that much stuff in it. There was only 33 games. Once you did it, you were done unless you had farm accounts. So a lot of people said they wanted to see an expanded gauntlet. The other thing about the gauntlet is it allows you to win not just coins from playing, but you earn badge packs and you earn player packs, which was huge. That was basically the only game mode other than buying packs and stuff like that where you could actually get players' cards and win players just from doing solo challenges. So they say that they're going to have more expanded features in this game. The gauntlet's going to be expanded. Not only are there going to be more games, but additional rewards. So look forward to that. That's going to be huge. They haven't released exactly what's going to be in it, but I'm sure it's going to be something good. So the next thing that I want to talk about that they changed is quick selling. So last year, okay, so if you're not a huge MuT guy, little background, you have a MuT binder. What the MuT binder is basically all of your cards, your players, all of your stadiums, your coaches, everything that you get. And what happens is you build up a binder, and your binder over time gets larger and larger and larger, and there's an option for cards called quick selling. So you can quick sell one card at a time if you click on the card, but what you could also do is you could check the card up to 20 cards and hit X and then quick sell all those cards at once. It was just a faster way to quick sell cards. Well, even at 20, if you have 300 or 400 cards that you're trying to quick sell to just get them out of your binder, hurry up and make a couple quick dollars off of them, even 20 took forever for you to quick sell. So what they did this year is they expanded that from 20 to 100 cards that you can quick sell all at one time. So that's going to be big. It's going to save a lot of time, and it's going to be something, like I said, that people complained about before, that they expanded to make the game better for you for MuT 16. So look forward to that. That's going to be big. So the next thing is the expanded objectives and rewards. So basically in the past, what objectives were, only when you started the game, they were this tutorial of 5 things that you had to go through. And what it did was it allowed you to open your first pack, start your first solo challenge, put your first thing on the auction block, and play your first head-to-head game. If you did all that stuff, you got coins, and it just kind of advanced you through the game. So some people complain because that was only there in the beginning of the game. Once you start the game and you're getting into the season, then you're done. The objectives are pretty much over. So what they did now is they expanded their objectives with additional rewards. So now not only will you have the objectives for when you start the game, but as you progress throughout your career and throughout the year, you'll have additional objectives which will allow you to earn additional rewards. They haven't released the details. You know, they got to keep some stuff under hush. I don't blame them. It's all good. You know, build the suspense. That's MuT for you, right? But anyway, so they expanded that and allowed you to be able to earn more objectives as you go along. Not only did they do that, they also added in-game objectives and rewards, so that way you kind of have goals for when you're playing your actual games. If you're playing somebody and you're blowing them out, instead of just trying to earn a couple more coins, you can actually hit rewards and milestones, which will allow you to get more stuff in the game. So that's some pretty cool stuff that they added for that as well. I guess people complained about getting boring after playing the beginning of the game and doing the initial objectives. Then you're kind of just stuck, like, oh, I got all these sets, I got all these menus, what do I do, right? So they added all that stuff, and it should make things a lot easier and a lot smoother for you. And then the last thing that I want to cover real quick is the ultimate moment scenario games. So according to them, this is, as they say, the biggest new feature that you can see in the new MuT 16. So what it looks like to me is basically you can go through, they had this a couple years ago, I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't in MuT, but it was just a game mode where you could basically go play the exciting moments from that week. So it looks like they're going to add that this year with the new feature, the Ultimate Moment Scenario Games. So you'll be able to log in, you'll be able to play exciting games from that past week that happened in the real NFL and kind of relive the moment without playing the entire game in that solo challenge. So I think they're also going to continue to do the Team of the Weeks and the Team of the Week players. So you'll be able to play those as well, but it just looks like they're adding a ton of content for the solo challenges to kind of give you guys a little bit more options and have more stuff to go through with different types of rewards other than just the basic coins. So that's pretty much all I got here today. Stay tuned. I'm going to continue to update you. If you guys have any questions, as always, leave comments comments in the section below. Other than that, subscribe to the Gamers Lab and stay tuned. Next, we're going to be going over some of my MuT15 recaps of how I felt about the game last year, some things I hope that they improve upon, and then some of my initial impressions this year for MuT16. So stay tuned to that. Other than that, it's Clutch. I'm out.